violence and crime in our community. And what we're doing here in NPUH is that we're picking a community within NPUH, and or we're taking randomly someone giving us a community for us to come in and rally in that community to say that there's no more violence or there's no room for violence and crime in our community. Contact me, or you can contact D-Man, he can set it up, and we'll come to your community if you're in NPUH, and we'll do a rally. And I'm sure that not only in NPUH, that dads on duty will come in a community if you contact us, and we'll come out and we'll do a rally.
How can you contact?
By 678-558-8898. 678-558-8898.
And the address for the event tomorrow?
It's going to be at 3550 ML King. Okay. And we're meeting at 7 o'clock promptly at 7 p.m. That's at the McDonald's, or right across from the McDonald's, ML King, and house.
Those that are available, please share the word. Come out. This is the kickoff of Non-Violence Month. Non-Violence Month will run from May 1st to June 26th. What we're doing in this month is that we are doing several things. We're asking people to begin this month for 45 days. For 45 days, we're doing something that doesn't cost anybody any money. You don't have to have any meetings. You don't have to organize anything. You don't have to do anything. But to do this yourself, let's speak to people. The next 45 days, we want to speak to people.
That's right.
If you're in the shopping mall, supermarket, and first of all, start with speaking to the children every day. I'm going to tell you something I tested. I spoke to a child in my neighborhood. Said good morning. I said no. I said hello, hello, hello. He didn't say a word to me. It upset me because I found myself feeling emotion behind it. How dare you? You don't know who what I can do for you. Right. He didn't speak to me. So I said, wait a minute, I'm the adult in this situation. Somebody said adult in this situation.
Adult in this situation.
How am I allowing this child, these children, to determine my behavior because of what they're doing as children? So I went the next day, I saw him, and I said, hello, hello, hello. He didn't speak. I stopped. I said, son, wait a minute. I said, I'm Mr. Watson up the street here. I said, are you upset with me? He said, no. I said, did I do anything to you? He said, no. I said, you okay? He said, yeah. I said, hello, hello, hello. He said, hello. All right. The next day I saw him, the third day I saw him, coming down the street, all I did was wave. I said, hello. I said, hello. It's not hard to do, folks.
That's right.
It's not hard to do. I'm asking us to take that on, to speak to everybody for 45 days. And anyone that you share it with, asking the day that they start, that becomes their 45 days. Do it for 45 days, consistently. Why are we doing this? I looked at Chicago, 1,700 deaths in Chicago this year so far. They're talking about bringing in the National Guard. That's like going to war. That's like going to Mexico and places I've been where you go, walk around and see men with machine guns walking past. That's a very uncomfortable. And guess who the target is going to be? That say, man, you don't tell me what to do. Who's going to be the target? The young one that's lost may be you or someone that you love. Folks, this has become serious. For them to begin to say is perhaps something that we have to have military intervention versus community intervention. So I'm asking you to speak. And I'm also asking you to do this. Because we talk about speaking and walking. We said also asking for the next 45 days. This is all about health. We ask you if it's in the morning or in the evening, make a commitment that you will walk a minimum of 20 minutes. A minimum of 20 minutes for 45 days. Now, when you're walking those 20 minutes in your community, you're going to see people. What are you going to do? Southern thing. Over the next 45 days, I'd like you to make a list of everything that anybody that you can remember that's in your life that you have not forgiven. I want you to make a list over the next 45 days. Because in those 45 days, we're going to forgive those situations in our lives. Why? Because if they're still carrying them, they're the things that are impacting your health. They're impacting your stress levels, your diabetes. We have some health practicing practitioners here that can also will be over the course of the month, be sharing the information and things that they have. It's the blocking your finances. We have people that deal with finances that'll be able to speak to you why you have not been able to see your financial things occur, because you're being blocked by the pains that you have, the grievances that you have, the hopelessness that you have. You got to make room for these other things. Third, the next thing is contact 10 people in your family that you haven't talked to. Over the next 45 days, contact 10 people in your family that you haven't talked to. Over the next 45 days, each week, if you have family, we would like you to have a dinner or a time that you set that you eat together with family without radio, television, iPod, cell phone. Come on now, that's going to be hard for some folks. That'll be really hard for some folks. We want you to shut down everything other than the family. We talk about, y'all don't understand what I'm going to for me.
Yes.
Southern tradition we're going back to.
Come on now. Come on.
Old Southern tradition, because you know what, it worked. The North, East, and West used to come to the South and they learned to speak when they came here. Now, guess what? The people from the North, South, and East, North, South, and North, West, and East have left the North, South, and East because it didn't work there. Have come back to the South to make the South their home. But they brought the bad habits from up there back here. But guess what? If we lose the South, where do we move now?
That's right.
The war has to begin here. It has to begin with us.
Healing.
Over the next 45 days, visit the family of a neighbor. If your neighbor has children, and you have children, you have grandchildren, if you got grandchildren, bring grandchildren to your house. Have them meet some of the neighbors and plan something that's going to involve one of your neighbors in the next 45 days. Is that hard, folks?
No.
I'm asking you because this is what I want to share with you, that we share across the city and across our state. Over the next 45 days, save something. Save something. 45 days, save something so you can plan to do something. Guess what, for who? Yourself. You know how many times we don't do anything for ourselves? We take care of everything but ourselves. And we don't value ourselves as important. And you wonder why things are falling through the crack in your life. It's because you devalued the thing that God gave you in the first place, was the ability to survive the others that wanted to live in your place. Remember, the life saved or lost may be someone you love or yourself. Now, this is all this is on a PowerPoint, so you don't have to remember. If we have the information tonight or your phone, I can give you this so you can also spread it to others. It's on a PowerPoint, so you can be able to share with other people. All right, fair enough? Okay. Now, coming up, there's a lot of things that we have over the month, but I want to mention several things. It'll be coming out in the newspaper. The things that happen in State Capitol will come out in the newspaper on, I think it's Tuesday? Tuesday at the Tribune.
Oh, I forgot which one. He said, we'll inform you.
We'll inform you. So it's coming out on Tuesday. So you might want to get a copy of that paper. But we're also going to be taking the same photos and everything we got. We're going to be sending it out throughout all over Georgia, throughout the nation, and through our contacts in Europe and so forth. So we're going to be filming all month. We're going to so you want to make it to these meetings. You want to make it to our television show. We have a television show every Wednesday night from 6 to 7.
7 to 8.
7 to 8? Oh, that's what we moved 7 to 8. 7 to 8. So over the course of the month, take advantage of the television show. Tell other people about it, because it will also be having information on the television show. And you can pick up the television show any place in the country from the internet to www.peopletv.org. Thank you for Victor 5 minutes. You also have Johnny Redmond. Where is he at? Johnny Redmond on the course. Even when we leave tonight, make sure you meet him, because there are children. Many of them do not have the things necessary to be able to go to school in terms of their education. This month you have a lot of resources that you can access and take to other people. He has money to give away in terms of grants. Scholarships they don't have to pay back. Anthony White said that you want to, here's someone that also has the ability to deliver merchandise. You want to begin to merchandise your things. You need t-shirts, bumper stickers, buttons, those kind of things. Because there's festivals coming up all month. We're going to be doing activities We're not gonna wait